Do your looks matter to women? Now, this question, this fear, it runs through so many guys. So many guys. I would say 90% of the clients who come through Fearless have got this worry that women that they are being told that they're being told that your looks don't matter, but secretly they really matter to women. Let's address this because this fellow Josh, who I've actually talked to a few times, good guy, writes, I heard a rumor that women are now actually approaching men if they find them attractive. Well, let's, hope that is the case. And the ones they don't find attractive, they don't really care about, even if they're confident and vulnerable. The latest research shows that physical attraction is really important to women, and it doesn't matter how much game or personal development he's got going on to change a woman's hormonal system. Well, just like in all of these questions, there's a belief system that's hidden beneath the question. And that to me feels like, because I feel it too in myself, that I am just not attractive enough. I am not that attractive. And I'm certainly not attractive enough to attain, to reach the women that I think I want in my life. And there is that you can feel underneath it that this is the belief system. Because if you didn't have the belief, if any of us had the belief system like, no, I'm perfectly attractive, and it doesn't matter what objectively we look like from the outside, if we believe we're attractive, we are more attractive. I still have this because I was brought up with a rather abusive mother who would shame me and publicly shame me for what I looked like, the size of my nose or the way I walked. I think in time she even said to a group of people, oh, Sam, you'd make such a pretty girl. I grew up with a lot of shame about what I looked like. I mean, here I had a big nose, I had a pretty full mouth, and then I started losing my hair, and I shaved my head, and slowly, the more work I've done on myself, the more I believe I get better looking. I'm getting older, I'm 64 now, and now I look in the mirror, I go, this is not all the time, but there are moments when I go, fucking A. That guy is a good-looking, masculine guy. I don't know if I do look like that objectively speaking, but I'm beginning to embrace that. And believe me, I walk around sometimes and I look at myself in the mirror and go, what the hell? You guys may or may not heard of a client of ours, Eddie Brick. Eddie had coaches for us part-time, successful guys. He's got his own business, married a beautiful Ukrainian woman, really beautiful. Eddie's 5'2", and he's pretty round. And he tells story as he started doing more and more workshops that he became just sort of more vulnerable, more open, and the more vulnerable he got, the more grounded he got, the more clear and clean his energy was. And women just started flocking to him at 5'2", and round. So it really does not matter what you look like. Now, let's look at the other side. The women who are, as you pointed out in the question, who are approaching men and approaching men based on their physical looks, those women arise out of a culture which is masculinizing, emasculating, making women more masculine in their worlds. Now, the question is, this is fine. By the way, this is fine. If women want to approach men, that's so great. The question is, do you want the kind of woman who will judge a person by their looks and approach them based on your looks? Or are you looking for a different type of woman? A woman who is, you find attractive, of course, and sexy, but is the kind of person who looks beneath the superficial, who has an open heart and can feel your heart, who is really sexual and looks past just the good looks, because believe me, there are a lot of guys with model looks who fuck like amateurs. They'll just, they've been getting by in their looks, they can't move their hips, and they're just sort of slamming away, and then, and it's, over. The women want a little bit more than that. So now, a friend of mine's partner, and she works in porn. She told me once, she said, looks will get you in the door. Looks will raise the eyebrow. But with women, if you open your mouth and you are a dummy, or you are racist, or you are homophobic, or you have a cold heart, they can sense that instantly. Your good looks will open the door, and then if you open your mouth, everything goes to hell. That happens all the time. And they admit that that's what, like, whoa, look at him. Do you or I have the looks that will just open doors? Well, not objectively. But if our energy is right, if we are open-hearted, open in our stomachs, if we are walking around with actual confidence and enjoyment of the world, women notice that. Women will turn their attention towards that. The last part of the question, which I didn't read, Josh asked, is how's it going for you now? Are you picking up women during this time of COVID? And yeah, meeting women all over the place. And before I tell personal stories, we just had what we call the double. It's the week-long and the advanced. It's 12 days of intense dating workshop. 5 of those hours are in front of the models, doing the model work that you've probably heard of. And 4 of those hours are out in the street during the day, talking to women, approaching. And not just, doing things by rote or techniques. Open heart, working on our grounding, keeping our stomachs open. Now, we had 10 guys on this journey. Every single guy met, talked to, invited out a woman that they found extremely attractive. If those 10 guys can talk to hundreds of women were approached in LA, and these guys were not fashion models. I wouldn't say they're not, they were trolls, but they're all average in their own way, and good looking and beautiful, handsome in their own way. Personally, I've been meeting, I met a woman on a hiking trail in Yosemite. I met a woman in an ice cream store. I met women in line at the store in LA. I've been meeting women all over. Are they outside of my league? What is it? Beyond my league? I hate expressions like that. Certainly not. Certainly not. So that's it. Thanks for the question, Josh. I hope this helps. Yes, I'm sure there are women who are guided by men's good looks. I'm sure there are women out there who are in touch with their masculine and can go out and approach these handsome men. I'm sure that's true. But I am old school. I believe it is up to us, being the masculine, using our masculine stance to penetrate and ground and approach. And it's up to women to be open and nurturing and flowing and accepting. And if they aren't, or the energy's not right, well, then we weren't meant to meet. That's all. All right. Take care. Thanks.